For centuries, the Black Dragon Keep stood as a symbol of power, watching over the kingdom from its rocky perch. But after years of war, betrayal, and bloodshed, the once mighty fortress has been reduced to a shattered ruin. Now, one final battle rages across its broken walls. The Red Guard, an elite detachment of the King's army, has been sent to reclaim the keep from the Black Dragon Loyalists, a ruthless force of soldiers and mercenaries who refuse to abandon their cause. In this video, I'll be building the ruined battlefield where these two armies make their last stand, from crumbling stone walls and battle-scarred terrain to painted miniatures and cinematic details. We're bringing this epic fantasy conflict to life. Welcome to the Battle of the Black Dragon Keep. Okay, so this past week, Bole Hobby Time had a challenge for his patrons, which I am a part of, for dragons. So this diorama is one of those submissions. So I'll be taking some inspiration from like Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon, where obviously one army has a dragon, the other army not so much. So I'll be starting off with a foam board, and I'll be placing it on top of that wooden platform right there that I got from Hobby Lobby. I'll be using wood glue because I don't have any super glue for safe super glue, and I'll be using wood glue. After that, I'll be placing the keep, which I got 3D printed from my brother-in-law. He printed that for me, and I placed the dragon on top, the Black Dragon. The Black Dragon was a gift from my friend Charlie, Sinister Spidey, and I'll be using that for the dragon. After placing the dragon keep on top of this small little hill made out of foam, XPS foam, I'll be creating the hill, the keep in the middle, and the armies attacking and having the battle around the keep. I used the respirator mask as I cut up this pink foam because you don't want that pink lung that you get from cutting this up and burning it, because it's very bad for your health. Other than that, I've been using pieces that I got from bits that I have a castle ruin right there that I usually got from a pack that I used for a previous diorama with King Kong and a dinosaur. After adding that, I placed two rocks. Plaster rocks. That's what I couldn't think of it. Plaster rocks around there to add some more life and terrain around the base of the keep. And after that, I put some terrain paste that I got from Monument Hobbies. And to solidify it, I put isopropyl alcohol and mixed water PVA glue. After that, I'm using knights that I got from McCurry a couple years ago. It's been sitting in my backspace for a while. Knights. I think it's from IMX Knights. I believe so. They're pretty much all, so it's one packet. I'm just going to paint them different colors to separate them from each other. That way they're not in the same army, but even though they're from the same army. You know, that thing you got from the movie Grandma's Boy, so you could tell the difference between the dwarves, just give them different color hats. So just give them different color armor. But yeah. And after that was done, I start off with a black primer, with then a grayish primer, and then a white primer to give it a little highlight for the paint. I then airbrush using a Winston's airbrush marker, which, because I don't have an airbrush, I just have an airbrush marker, and that works just the same to me. I first start off with a darkish brown around the base for the dirt ground, and then moved on to a lighter brown, and then a lighter green for some grassy areas that I'll put. And after that was done, I used a purple dark wash for the castle ruins and the rocks. After putting down the purple wash, I then added a military wash to give it a more rusty, darkish color around the keep. I also placed it on the rocks too and around the base as well. And after that, I added some grassy tuft around the base to give it some grassy looks and more life into the keep and the land in the area. Then after that, I added some static tack um, glue-ish and spread it around for the grassy area to add the grass. After spreading the static tack grass or glue, I then added the static grass into the base. I thought about it and then added more grass into the ruin area because to make it look like it was more overgrown because it's been abandoned. But Black Dragon Guard Loyalists were using it as a base of operations. After putting the static grass and wait for it to dry a little, I took up all the extra grass out and put it back in to save it for later for the next project. And then vacuumed my area and cleaned it up. It does get everywhere, so make sure you clean up. I did clean up my mat with some alcohol and cleaner. After that was done, I wiped off whatever I could see left of the wash. I then added my Black Dragon that I got from Sinister Spider on top of the Dragon Keep. This was a little hard because I couldn't find a spot. As you saw, it fell there. But then I was looking for a right spot for it to hang on. And I finally found the spot where you could stay stay put. And it was perfect. And then after that, I added all the soldiers, or knights. The first was the guard. The Black Knight right there on the horse. I was trying to put him as the leader. Him going one-on-one with the Red Guard leader that has the Lancer right there. And they're going one-on-one right there in that spot. I then added foot soldiers of the Black Dragon Guard and the Red Guard, or the Black Dragon Loyalists and the Red Guard soldiers around the keep. I did wanted to add more soldiers to it to make it look like an epic battle, but I didn't want to put too much because, maybe too much is too much, so maybe less is more. So I placed whatever I finished painted around the base and left it to your imagination on how epic the battle will be. And after everybody was placed, I painted the wooden panels in the corners black, and this project was done. I will then send this diorama pictures to Walleye Hobby Time's Dragon Challenge, and you should check it out on his video. And here are the final results. Enjoy. And with that, the Battle of the Black Dragon Keep is complete. From the shattered ruins of the castle to the warriors locked in their final clash, this diorama tells the story of a kingdom fighting to reclaim what was lost. Every broken stone, every fallen banner, and every soldier on the battlefield helps bring this moment of fantasy warfare to life. If you enjoyed this build, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what battle or fantasy diorama you'd like to see next. Until next time, keep building, keep creating, and keep telling the stories, one diorama at a time. And don't forget to check out the Dragon Challenge at the end of Walleye Hobby Time's video in his latest video about dragons. Check it out, it's really good. See you next time.